When stepping into a plane, you see friendly people greeting you and helping you find your seat. But giving you a warm welcome is not all they have in mind when they smile at you. Here is the routine a flight attendant really goes through in their mind while you board the plane. Hit like below if you enjoyed the insights, and I'm always happy to welcome you as a new subscriber to my travel videos. First, are you intoxicated? If you're too drunk to fly or already high before takeoff, the crew does not want you on board. The potential for future problems is too big. The problem could result in a medical issue above the clouds or in a nasty attitude that some people get if they had to drink too much. If the crew thinks you might be intoxicated, you may have to leave the airplane before takeoff. Is the person fit and powerful? If so, where are they sitting? If a flight attendant sees someone who is muscular, powerful, strong and fit, they want to remember where they sit. They consider a person like that a resource. In the event of an attack during flight, these people are the go-to people. They can even help restraining an unruly passenger if necessary. Does the person have a disability, either temporary or permanently? The crew watches out for people who might not qualify to sit in an exit row. The exit row not only has more space than other rows, it needs to be free of any obstacle in case of an emergency. People sitting there need to be able to lift the heavy hatch and push it open, even if the hatch might be jammed. The crew wants to know if the people in the exit row speak English, so they can understand shouted commands if necessary. Is the person traveling alone or in a group? If in a group, it might be a good idea to know who the leader of the group is. A couple of miles above the ground, you cannot just dial 911 and wait for help. But if a problem arises within a group, it is a good thing to know who the alpha of the group is to ask them for assistance. Is the person an airline employee or otherwise trained in in-flight procedures? Again, quite a few passengers work for airlines and can be considered a resource in case of a problem. Usually they introduce themselves and let the flight attendants know they are the same flock, and it is always good to know to have some backup just in case. In 1989, United Flight 232 crashed, and it was only thanks to a flight attendant who remembered a pilot was amongst the passengers that saved many lives that flight. All this and more goes through the flight attendant's head during the 3 seconds of greeting you. They have to be very focused to assess all the things and still give you the warm feeling of being welcome. They do a great job in keeping the flight safe and are much more essential to a flight than one might have probably thought. Thanks to all the great flight crews in the world and happy landings. Hit like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Just click and enjoy my next video.